Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
Sup, dogs?
Hello, boys.
Yo.
How was your winter coming?
It's great. It was a full-on thunderstorm yesterday.
Yeah, really weird, right?
Real normal.
Mid-December thunderstorm in Minnesota.
Thunder snow?
Very normal.
Mm-hmm.
Global warming doesn't exist.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. I had plans canceled last night. It was work related, so I was like excited about it, but then nothing really that bad happened here in Minneapolis, but still.
It didn't, yeah. I mean, it's not like I went outside or anything, but it definitely didn't seem bad. Seemed pretty chill.
Wasn't a tornado in Minneapolis. Everywhere else, though.
Yeah. Yeah, everywhere else devastated. But
Tornadoes everywhere else. Everyone was dying.
Yeah, and it was weird because I was like in my basement, and then the power went out today, not yesterday, and I was like, wait, is it storming now? I thought I was going to lose power yesterday. Pretty sure someone just like cut something.
Cut like a wire?
There was some work being done on like the road behind us, like on the block behind us. And so my entire block went out, and there's like the neighbors behind us, I think, is where the work was being done.
Got it.
But like everyone on my side of the street too was affected, but like people across the street from me had all their lights on. I was like, come on, man.
They're really messing with you deliberately, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's what it feels like.
I've decided to start watching all of the Mission Impossible movies again.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why that happened. My brain just went, we should watch Mission Impossible.
I want to do that. Are they streaming? You buying these things? You renting them? You stealing them? Fair.
I'm watching them fairly.
Okay.
But I watched I watched half of the first one so far. I think I'm Joe watching them, where I'm watching them in increments. I mean
30-minute episodes.
The first one's already like an hour and 50 minutes, and I feel like they don't get any shorter.
No.
They just get longer and longer.
Longer, yeah, if anything.
It's weird though. Tom Cruise is like a little baby boy in the first one.
Oh yeah, he's probably really young.
Yeah, it's like weird.
What is it, like 92?
He's not 92. He's probably like 30 something.
Is it 1992? You son of a biscuit.
No, it's not that old. It's not that old.
96. Okay.
Wow, but it is that old? Man, I would have guessed 99 to 2000s.
A young John Voight.
There's
never been a young John Voight.
Yeah, I don't think I'd consider
that
John Voight.
Has never been said.
Young.
talking MI1?
Yeah.
A young Ving Rhames. Emilio. I know he's in here. Where is he?
Emilio.
Huh, he's like not listed in the top build cast.
I think I've only seen MI2.
What?
What's the one with like the Limp Bizkit song? Is that MI2?
Where he's like rock climbing in the Limp Bizkit? No,
yeah. This is a rock climbing scene, but I think it's like the Metallica song in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from MI2 is the opening scene where he's like rock climbing.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
And I just
first one's classic.
I remember why I wanted to watch the MI6, the Mission Impossible movies, is because I wanted to watch Mission Impossible 3, because I wanted to watch Philip Seymour Hoffman be the coolest bad guy ever.
Ooh.
But I decided might as well watch the first two up until it.
Yeah.
And then by that time I'm committed, so I might as well just keep watching all of them.
Yeah. Someday I'll do that.
Yeah. I'm down. How many are there now? Like 1,000?
I don't know. They don't like number them.
Yeah.
So it's
That's right. They stopped.
Like
Ghosted something.
Yep. Ghost Protes.
Rogue Nash.
Rogue Nash.
Oh man.
Moonraker.
I'm sure there's one being worked on currently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're not talking about what I'm watching for movies. Joe, what is First and Last for anybody that gives a damn.
It's your favorite TV pod. We take a TV show, watch the first episode, see what we think about it, and instead of just watching the second episode like normal people do, we just skip straight to the end. And we try to make some predictions to see what we think is going to happen by the end. But mostly it's just a way to experience the totality of show without spending hours and hours. Just like maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tops.
You know,
Tops.
there are people that watch like a show, or like even before they watch a show, or maybe they watch the first episode, but then they like go on Wikipedia and then they just read what happens, and then they watch it. You know, after they read what happens. There's people that do that.
Like then they decide to watch the show after that.
I think they just like watch it. I think that what they do is they like watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
Say maybe they read first, but I want to give them a like they watch the first episode. They don't know what the show's about. They watch the first episode, and then they're like, I'm gonna watch like the rest of the show, and then they just like read Wikipedia about it, and then they watch what they read. So it's like they already know what's gonna happen.
Is the reading the Wikipedia like to see like, oh, am I gonna like the rest of the show or not, or
I
what?
don't. I think there's various degrees of psychosis involved.
Yeah, that's weird.
In how and why they would do.
Do you
that.
know? Are you you have someone in mind when you're
No.
talking about this? Okay.
No, I just like heard that like people like just like it's basically like I think it was just because people are talking about spoilers.
Mm.
You know, some people are like I don't care. It's just like I read what happens and then I watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what? What?
Again, what?
Huh. Like I watched the first Harry Potter movie and then I read all the books
Well, that's different.
to spoil it.
It's not like a 5-minute Wikipedia read. That's like a
Right.
week of reading a book or two.
I don't know. Some Wikipedia articles are riveting. Good reads.
Yeah.
Yeah, this like wikis, like fandom wikis that they're on. Because I'm into that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's more like deep diving, though, right? You've already watched it. Now you want to really learn more. Jeremy, what show did you get for us today?
Okay, so remember a while back, I honestly don't even know when it was now, when I made you guys watch a bunch of shows and you didn't know that I was trying to lead up to Firefly?
Have you been doing this again?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Last couple shows have been pretty like death focused though.
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully this is a little more lighthearted show. But so what I was going to say is I still have shows on that list that we never got to. So I'm kind of just like, I should start to get back to those. Because it ended, like before we watched Firefly, it was Spooky Month, I think. And we watched that zombie movie with TV show with Drew Barrymore that had both Nathan Fillion and who was the zombie voice after that? What the heck is his name?
Alan Tudyk?
Alan Tudyk, thank you. And so I was like, it's perfect. You knocked 2 out. Anyway, so we didn't actually watch an actual Nathan Fillion show, and the one on my list for him was Castle.
I literally was about to just be like, oh, we're watching Castle.
We're watching Castle.
The only thing I know about Castle is that is it Castle? It's got to be Castle. The only thing I know about Castle is that there's a Halloween episode and he goes as his character from Firefly in it.
Dope.
And he's like, I'm a space cowboy. Obviously, I don't like say Firefly.
Right.
That's it. That's all I know.
I know that it's him, and isn't it like Zooey Deschanel's sister?
No,
Oh.
that's a different show, I think.
Oh man,
That's the one
A
with
different Nathan Fillion?
No. That's the David Borealis or whatever, the guy from Angel. Bones.
Oh, Bones.
Oh, Bones.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Bones.
yeah. That's been on my short list too. We've never
Okay.
gotten to.
So I guess I don't know anything about this show. Is he solving crimes or something?
Yeah, I feel like it's just the same sort of like it's a procedural with Nathan Fillion, and that's what I know about it.
I don't know anything about it, and yet I've used it in conversation as if I know things about it. Like I was playing Uncharted 4 yesterday and trying to explain to Claire like who this guy is supposed to be modeled off of, and was like, oh, he's like supposed to be essentially just Nathan Fillion. And she's like, who's that? And I was like, he's the guy from Castle. You know, that show with Zooey Deschanel's sister.
I like that you reference a show from of like who he's in it for sure, but you've never seen the show.
Yeah.
Where you have seen Nathan Fillion shows other than that.
I guess I forgot about Firefly.
Yeah.
Okay, but she should know who Nathan Fillion is. He's an American treasure.
Yeah. So far, I believe he might be a treasure. I think he has not done anything wrong. It's coming to the
as far as we know.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I feel like you just jinxed it.
He's in for
man,
sure.
the Tuesday before this episode comes out, there's some real bad stuff.
Probably
comes
check
out
Twitter.
about him. Yeah.
Probably check Twitter right now. He is in an episode of, like, he basically plays like a silly version of himself in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he plays like an actor detective, and a crime happened like on their like show on I think of their cast, and like he's just always acting like a detective and like thinks that he's actually helping. It's great.
It's a good premise
Kind of
for an
meta.
episode. Yeah.
It's good. It's very
Good
funny.
Castle, it looks like went for 8 seasons. Dang. 173 episodes, went
That's a
from
lot.
March 2009 to May 2016, and it looked like it was on ABC the whole time.
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah,
Mhm.
09 to 2016. This lady, Susan Sullivan, she's one of the parents in Dharma and Greg. That's all. That's all I know about that person. And the like female opposite is Stana Caddick.
That Joe, that girl, not Zooey Deschanel's sister.
Probably her cousin or something.
Yeah, she's a Deschanel. Besides, that's not her name at all.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she's in a big show called Absentia on Amazon. Sounds familiar, I think, just from ads. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this show. I would assume it's like a castle. I assume that's just Nathan Fillion's character's name.
Yeah, that's what I assume too.
Like, I don't think it has anything to do with castles.
Kind of like I assume
Unfortunately.
the main guy in Bones is just called Bones.
John Bones.
Mr. Bones.
This guy's name's like, I don't know, probably Nathan Castle, right?
Yeah, probably.
And he solves crimes.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? Like, it's Nathan Fillion, so he's probably not retired, but some sort of like out of work old detective, or not old detective, but for some reason, like, you know, he's a little bit of a loose cannon, but he's still funny. And so I assume he's not part of the force right away, and then he gets roped into the force because of a serial killer. I'm going to go serial killer in this first episode. And then he's got, you know, like maybe like 3/10 of Sherlock's deducing ability, which means he's better than everybody on the force already. And then the girl in the show, Stana Caddick.
Kate Beckett is her name in the show.
Oh, Kate Beckinsdale is her name in the show. You know, she's probably in my mind. She's like who's that uptight cop in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that marries Andy Samberg?
Amy Santiago.
Yeah, she's an Amy Santiago type.
She's type A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like that would clash with the like goofy Fillion.
Yeah.
And she's good at parkour.
Wait,
I'm into. I like that.
Wait, what?
Add a little
Just
dimension there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in.
A little something physical.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's not good at parkour.
No, he's not really a physical specimen.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a physical specimen.
Maybe in his.
He's like a John
in his
Hamm type
younger
specimen,
days.
you know? I mean, like, well, this is 2009.
Yeah, I guess.
Pilot
that was a
episode,
while
Nathan
ago.
Fillion's going to be great looking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when Firefly was like, what, 03? 02 to 03. Like, this is,
And he looked great.
yeah,
Sure.
7 years earlier.
Like maybe not like a Marvel superhero, but maybe like he could be a Batman.
I'm not saying he's a Hemsworth quality, but like,
All right.
I'm trying to find, do we know whether or not this first episode hates me and it's called Pilot? It's ABC. It's got to be called
Oh,
Pilot.
no, I don't
Try
think
to
it
even
is.
look it up.
I don't think it is.
The day I give up on it is the day that
Flowers for Your Grave, March 9th, 2009.
Huh.
Hmm.
Ominous.
Whose grave?
Dope. So maybe it is all just about murder. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, lighthearted.
I mean, I knew, but like it says somewhere I read comedy. Maybe that's not true.
I mean, according to Wikipedia, it
It's
says
Nathan Fillion.
mystery, police procedural, crime, and comedy-drama.
Mm.
All right.
So that means in between the sad pain, there's a joke or two,
Okay.
right?
Well, that'll be more than
Such
6
is
feet
life.
under.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's watch this first episode, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Castle. It was called Flowers for Your Grave.
'Twas.
Jimmy, right up. Go.
Yeah, here is what KGF Vissers says on IMDb.
Strong name.
Murder mystery author Richard Rick Castle's book, in which he kills off his bestseller series hero, Derek Storm, is published. On that very day, NYPD Detective Kate Beckett questions him about the two murders in the exact style of his novels, of a lawyer, Martin Fisk, and a social worker, Allison Tisdale. He's professionally flattered to have a copycat. Beckett's boss, Captain Roy Montgomery, accepts his help as case consultant and teams them up due to Castle being friends with the mayor. Another copy killing follows, and the evidence found by police leads to the arrest of a fan named Kyle. Castle and his author friends, during a poker game, decide that the story doesn't make sense and has holes in it, leading Castle to keep investigating, which he does brilliantly, even as Beckett must grudgingly admit. At the end of the episode, Captain Montgomery informs Beckett that the mayor spoke with him about letting Castle shadow her to research the new character, much to her annoyance. Oh, sorry. I skipped a sentence. Castle becomes intrigued with the lead homicide detective on the case, Kate Beckett, and starts writing his next book with the main character based on her. And so that's how they tie. That's how they're like, oh yeah, we have to have more episodes of this. So let's tack on 5 minutes about how he's going to shadow you from now on.
Because the mayor likes him.
Yeah.
Initial thoughts? Joe, you seemed really invested when we were watching it.
Yeah. I don't know. It was pretty. A lot of it was pretty predictable, I guess.
Yeah.
Or not even necessarily predictable, because it's not the type of the show you predict. But it's just like there's just so many tropes in at least this first episode. There's just like you just kind of groan at all of the things that like. Yeah, it's a silly, sleazy like male who has to work with this like really uptight lady, and there's something there that he's trying to figure out, and there's something that she's like working for the homicide department because someone close to her was like taken away from her.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And he does like a character like analysis of her, and it's dead on.
Yeah, but she's like, you don't know me. But he does.
But he does.
But yeah, you know, it all totally worked.
Yeah. I mean, it does. It's like there was some like little things like it's Nathan Fillion,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 2009, so this is pre Me Too movement, right? Because like this episode at least would not really stand up. Like he's a piece of shit.
Just like how toxic he is.
They like
I mean,
spend
I feel
the
like
first
every
quarter.
man and or cop man on any NBC or ABC show, even today, is just equally as toxic.
Probably.
I would
It's
assume.
I did try to take note of that because those are the things I kind of notice about shows, especially of that era, 2009-ish, where like I was in college, and like I just look back, like I was a very toxic human back then. Like not even by like the standards of the time. It was just like a guy making slick jokes, but like now I look back and I'm like, oh, that was kind of gross. But like, but even within that context, like I feel like the Castle is kind of at another level. Like there's making jokes.
Celebrity toxic.
Yeah.
You can get away with a lot more.
Well, I mean, just like that, there's making jokes and like, and you know, and hitting on all the ladies, and even, you know, hitting on a lady who's just trying to solve a crime. Like that's gross, but it's within, you know, it fits within the context of the show and the time.
Sure.
But it's another level for like, they're like looking at photos from the crime scene, and it's like this woman who got killed, and then Castle's like, oh, she's cute. Like, yeah. Like that's another, like that would have been gross in like 1962.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I want to hope that the assumption was that they were like, yeah, he's kind of gross, right?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
I mean, yeah, I'm sure.
You want to hope that was the thing.
But like,
look how
you're
cool
into
this guy is.
right?
Yeah, but you're into it. You kind of admire how gross he is, and you're like, I could be that gross.
Well, they do make him gross, but they do make him be Nathan Fillion and gross.
Mm-hmm,
So it's just like, yeah, he's a handsome, written. I mean, in the show, in real life, he's a handsome man, but he's a handsome, rich man that's like a writer and popular, and a bunch of people love him.
Mm-hmm.
And this weird sick shit's happening because, I mean, presumably at the way we thought because someone like idolized him, but it was like someone was using it to get away with something.
I thought that was fun. Like that it wasn't actually a copycat killer at all, which I don't think the write-up ever got to, is that the Kyle or whatever who had whatever developmental thing and was seeing this social worker for is like framed so that her brother can inherit their father's like fortune. So, you know, they did a little turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like right away they start doing that, and you're like, oh, okay, is this the season 1 arc, and then he's gonna get his guy?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
Do you think they're gonna have like a Dexter season type scenario where there's like one killer for a whole season, a Trinity killer season?
Yeah, I don't think so anymore. Because I thought it was going to be that like his whole someone's copycatting my books thing was going to go the whole season, but then it wasn't. And then the way that they bring him back into the police station is that like, oh, the mayor like wants you to work with this guy. So it seems like the stuff about him, it's not even necessarily about his books. I mean, I guess just in the way that he reads or knows a lot about the psychology of killers, and that's how he's going to be able to help. But it's not even about like chasing a single killer who's like basing stuff on his books.
Right. That's got to be a pretty loose. I mean, in my mind right away, I'm like, this show went 8 seasons. Like getting his foot in the door to like quote unquote shadow the cop to like write a new book. Like you can't even sell that going on for more than a season, right?
Yeah.
Like what is it doing? Long. Did they start like their own like detective agency? Does he become a cop? Like what is he? Does he just marry the cop lady and then just help her while he sits at home now? And then he's like, tell me about the murder so I can write a book about it. We love each other. You're a gross dude.
Yeah. I kind of just picture that he just like somehow proves himself useful enough that they keep him around.
And he just becomes a consultant somehow, basically. He did,
It's
like, I
just
mean,
psych.
the one thing he did do throughout the episode was every once in a while he would, like, throw out some things like, I understand pathology, or I understand, like, how this murder, like, oh, obviously this person was killed before they got here and they were moved here and blah, 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 which is, like, presumably things that, like, a layman wouldn't know about murder scenes and whatnot. Because one, like, I don't know, forensic lady he was totally hitting on at the pool murder. She was like, he's good. Because he, like, said a bunch of jargon.
They did do a good job of like every time he did that, they're like, yeah, we're cops, like, we know, we like, but then he does, figure out some stuff beyond that, the fact that the evidence was a little too clean or whatever.
I mean, it's funny. I kind of like, he didn't even necessarily know that there was, like, another murderer. He was just like, this isn't how a good book would happen. My mystery books wouldn't just end here. So there's got to be something else.
It can't be. I bet that blows up in his face from time to time. That'd be fun. But I do think, like, what was compelling about it to me was that, like, there were times when he wasn't the, like, smart guy, or, like, wasn't, like Kate, whatever, Detective Beckett, she, like, actually, like, had him a couple times where she, like, gets him to stay in the car by telling him to go and check the glove compartment, and then she cuffs him in there. Which I was about to be super pissed if they just, like, gave him a gun by the end of the first episode. He's already
oh my
got a
god,
gun.
that would have been. I would have been all in. Just give this guy a gun. Let's do it.
So, but I just like that it wasn't totally like, oh, he's just the smart guy and he's just the Sherlock and everyone else is just dumb.
Yeah, they can get kind of tiresome.
Like Kate needs him to do her job. She's actually, like, rolling her eyes at him for the most part, even though she, like, totally wants him, though.
Oh my gosh.
And they're totally gonna bone.
Ugh, yeah, they are.
Like episode 2, right?
On the dead nanny.
Maybe not.
The episode 2's name is called what is it?
Nanny McDead.
Nanny McDead. Greatest name of TV show ever. That's a good pilot name right there.
Didn't the thing with so she cuffs him to the car when they're going to go pursue the killer, and then the killer's, like, escaping through the fire escape, and, like, that's just when he's, like, getting free and he goes, like, chases down the killer. Didn't that happen in Monk too? Not that he was trapped in a car, but that, like, the actual cops are, like, chasing down the guy, and, like, Monk, like, tries to corner them on the fire escape.
And then Monk
Monk was hanging back.
Yeah, that pretty much did happen to Monk, but then there were sewers involved in that Monk episode.
Yeah.
Oh, we had to chase him down.
And, like, Monk had his, like, assistant.
Because it's got to be dirtier.
Yeah, because it had to be dirty because Monk doesn't like dirt.
Because he doesn't like germs.
The sewer went in a slowed down castle. He's so sleazy. He feels at home in the sewer.
The whole premise of that show is super interesting because it's like you live in like San Francisco or whatever. Like, you live in a big germ-infested city. Like, if you're germaphobe, probably don't live in a big, like, anyway.
Right. Live in space.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I have never heard anyone be like, San Francisco, cleanly.
Yeah. The cleanest.
It's not like, yeah. Anyway.
Still a city,
Still a city.
You guys gonna bounce into episode 2 right away? Ready to go?
Probably not. It was like it was fun. It was funny. Like, I think eventually I could see, but man, 173 episodes or whatever. That's
It's a lot of time.
That's wow.
Very, kind of. They just stacked up their tropes and pieced them together into a show. But again, I think they worked, and, like, I think it's better than your average procedural would have been.
No, for sure.
Yeah, like, having not even seen them, I'd watch this show over, like, any CIS Miami crime unit, whatever.
Yeah,
probably.
But still, probably not rolling in episode 2.
I feel like I would rather start Psych over having watched all of Psych after we did it, because it's this only dope.
Yeah.
Way more jokes.
Yeah,
I was
more
expecting
jokes.
more jokes out of Nathan Fillion.
Yeah. He was jokey, but he didn't
Yeah.
really have that many jokes.
But he was like a little too douchey to be like funny.
Mm-hmm.
He had jokes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, not that he's like a comedian, but
Little less
also
sleaze, a
we're
little
watching
more jokes.
Kim's Convenience
Yeah, they
right
need to-
now. I started Seinfeld.
got a lot of jokes.
There's a lot of Hawkeyes rolling.
The,
There's just too much going on.
The creator of this show wrote, what was it? It was Air Force One, End of Days, and Hollow Man.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
So
Interesting.
those are the jokes.
Yikes.
Hollow Man's weird, dude.
He wrote
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, it's a weird
End
movie.
of Days is really fucking weird.
I
too.
remember. I haven't seen.
Isn't
I've.
that
I,
Keanu.
I think I saw Hollow Man one time
Mm-hmm.
because that's the we're talking about the bacon one, right? The K bacon.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that movie and when it came out. What is it? Early 2000s, if
Something
anything.
like that, yeah.
Probably.
And I'm a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember watching that movie and being like, "Yeah, Kevin Bacon's character's creepy as shit," and it's like, I'm uncomfortable
Yeah.
with how bad, like a bad person he is
Mm-hmm.
to like all of the women in this like hole that they're in or whatever.
He can't close his eyes because you see through his eyelids.
That's messed up, though.
That's something
Like,
that has stuck with me.
God,
Huh.
That he could never
Yeah,
shut
I
his
guess
eyes.
if you're invisible, you have to. You gotta
you
take
can
that with
also
it.
you can also see through your stuff.
Yeah.
Huh. There's downsides, people. Careful what you wish for.
You just you close your eyes and paint your eyelids, and then when you're invisible, so all you see is like two like eyes.
Interesting. Well,
Predictions?
yeah.
I'll do mine because they're in front of me. Number one, I think they're making a Castle movie based on the book or a book, so he's getting a movie made.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Fun.
TV show, and I was like, that's two on the nose. We'll give
Yeah.
him a movie.
Mhm.
Number two, there's gonna be a wedding.
Mm.
I don't think I've made a wedding or funeral guess in like probably a couple seasons now.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to take the point today. Wedding. Number three, I think they do the classic trope of they interrogate someone who doesn't stop working. Like, they go to the fish docks and the guy is still unpacking boxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's still got to keep doing his job.
Yeah. I think they
Okay.
talk to a worker and he doesn't stop working while the cops are talking to him,
Nice.
which is not a thing. You stop and talk to the cops.
Listen, guy.
And then I bet this happens at some point during the show, but I'm just gonna say it happens now. Is he had that like writer friends that he talks to?
Yeah.
I think Stephen King makes a cameo.
Nice.
Okay. I can see that.
Nice.
Because I could see him and Castle being friends.
If it's Spielberg, it doesn't count.
Well, no, because that's not Stephen King.
If it's a different Steven.
Oh, just any famous Stephen cameo. No. So, all right, those are mine.
Go for it, Joe.
All right. Sorry, I was looking at the Wikipedia for People's Choice Awards because they won in 2016.
Castle did.
Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic and the category was best actor in a TV crime drama. It's very specific.
Okay.
LL Cool J was also nominated that year. Anyways, I have that Castle kills someone
With that
because-
gun they finally give him.
Yeah, probably. He's got a thirst for the blood. I also have that they turn one of Castle's books into a movie.
Oh.
I have that Castle's daughter is a writer.
I almost wrote that one. I was
trying to think of what she was gonna be.
I went Castle movie, and I was gonna say Castle's daughter's first book is coming out or something like that.
I was at first thinking maybe she'd do something opposite of her father, but I think her personality is opposite. But then she goes the same way in terms of career.
Alexis is her name, I believe.
Alexis Castle. And then I think Detective or Lieutenant Beckett is pregnant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
who's the daddy?
Leave that up to the viewer.
I think someone stormed the castle, if you know what I mean.
Season 9, we'll find out.
Was it her? It's got to be her, right? Unless they're married and she is now a castle. Because that's my number one prediction is Castle and Beckett are married. Lexus got to have a mom. I guess she has a mom. Well, that was right too. That's how it started. Is that his manager, whatever you'd call that?
Yeah,
his agent.
Agent, sure, is his ex-wife, which seems. I guess maybe you have a contract, but that's wow, crazy. Number 2, I think Beckett is now the captain. I wrote chief, but I'm now changing it because I meant captain. That's not the thing. Number 3, so like the Montgomery guy is gone. Beckett is captain. Number 3, I think the daughter is a cop.
Oh.
I think she went the other way. I think she chased after stepmommy Beckett. Stepmommy Kate. She's probably not Beckett anymore. Maybe she is. Who knows?
Maybe Castle takes her name and the show changes its name from Castle to Beckett.
Beckett. Rick Beckett. And then number 4. So yeah, I think daughter is a cop on her way to being like a detective. Number 4, I think we're getting like one last Castle book. I didn't make it to movie. I think he's like he's finished the chapter. He's closing it up.
Yeah, I was close to that, and I just went and got a double down, go to movie. So
the end.
But yeah, he better. I mean, man, 8 seasons and he's still writing the same book, and that's why he just sticks around.
Well, I'm thinking he's probably
that's a
got
regular
had a couple in there.
Regular George R.R. Martin on our hands right there.
God, if he dies before he finishes,
he's already
the
dead.
Series is
he's
he
been
dead?
dead for years.
Oh.
That's not true. He's alive.
It's fine.
I don't know if he's fine, but he's alive.
Probably not fine.
All right, so we're going to watch the finale. It looks like it happened on May 16th, 2016, and it was called Crossfire. You'll be caught in the
Crossfire.
All
right.
I did not know a single person who had. You're talking about the like toy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know anyone who actually had that toy.
I think somebody had it that I knew, like some
God, I hope
acquaintance
someone bought it.
I knew, and it was like going to. Somebody else like,
They
oh
put
my
so
god,
much
you got
money into that
Crossfire?
ad.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna watch the show called Crossfire. It's the finale of Castle, and we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the last episode of Castle. It was called "You'll Get Caught in the Crossfire." It's just called Crossfire.
May 16th, 2016. Ooh, 5/16/16. As the rest of the team investigates a body found burned in the trunk of a car, Castle, Beckett, and Vikram. Is that the British lady?
No, that was the dude.
Oh, that's the dude. They're given instructions from Locksat via the phone for Caleb to deliver a flash drive to Locksat's accountant. Espo later calls Beckett to say the body in the trunk was identified as Caleb. The drop-off is a trap, resulting in a shootout. Castle and Beckett are saved by Mason Wood, played by Gerald McRaney, of the LA Detectives Club. Castle goes home to check on his family, while Beckett learns who torched Caleb. Impatient, Castle goes to find Beckett, but is captured by Locksat's henchmen and is given a truth serum which jeopardizes everyone he has told about Locksat. Beckett is picked up by Mason, who is soon exposed as Locksat. The precinct saves Castle from death, and he must save Beckett from Locksat. Back home safely, Castle is shot by Caleb, so not safely at all. who is then killed by Beckett. Wounded, she crawls to Castle. 7 years later, the two enjoy breakfast while their 3 children play, and credits roll.
Yeah, so it was that Caleb guy that like
Crazy
presumably died the very first part of the episode.
That I did not quite catch how that all went down.
I caught it's just I'm mad about all of my predictions at this point now because I went, of course, we just did it is just fucking Grisham on TV. Like why did I not just
100%.
say there was it's just like I should have just said everything that I've seen in the Bourne Identity was probably going to happen and then I probably would have at least got like a point or something like that.
Matt Damon.
If you're a fan of Matt Damon or John Grisham,
I love his work. I don't think I've read a Grisham. Have I read a single Grisham? I don't think I have.
I've never read a Grisham.
I don't know. What did he write Air Force One?
Or
I don't
Black
think
Hawk
so.
Down?
Yeah, have I seen his movies? Movie films?
Tom Clancy. He was more like armed force kind of guy, but it seems kind of in the
Oh yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Tom Clancy.
yeah. He's dead.
John Grisham is like, or not John Grisham. That's the
Jurassic Park.
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. I have read a lot. Of
I've
Michael Crichton.
read a lot of Crichton. Sphere's a great book for anyone that's never read it. Read that
Grisham is like The Pelican Brief, which is a movie for sure.
Yeah, sounds movie like.
What
Cujo.
Stephen King. Or we're just gonna play the game where you name a book and I tell you who wrote it.
Yeah, just naming American
The
authors.
Fugitive. Oh, that's not the same.
Oh, The Fugitive?
That's
I've seen
not
The Fugitive.
the same.
No.
Fugitive.
Okay.
That was 2015.
The janitor from Scrubs.
Oof, awesome.
So what'd you think, Joe?
I guess I like that it went it went action mystery to the end.
There was a lot of gunfire in this episode.
Mm-hmm. They literally was a character that they described as the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they couldn't have been more literal
Just
about
right
it.
on the nose.
And like Castle's entire family, all 3 generations of his family is in danger because of this thing. And there's like a government conspiracy involved and like CIA agents or whatever.
Yeah, there's like some sort of sleeper cell or something in the CIA led by Lockset.
Yeah. And then there was just like a twist like right at the end.
Which didn't pay off in my opinion.
Because they didn't die. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's kind of like, that seemed like, it was so short, skipping to the end, listeners.
Mm-hmm.
They're like at home and they're like, we did it, everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then some dude walked in who apparently was the guy that presumably died at the beginning, who they were gonna find out later, whatever, blah blah. But he came in and he shot Castle, and then Beckett was there too, and then he shot her, but then she shot him, and then they were like on the ground and they like held hands, and then it faded to black for like a less time than a regular fade to black, even, I don't think. And then it was immediately saying like 7 years later, and it was just like them with kids.
So many kids.
Like at least 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, we didn't even have a chance to think they were dead.
Yeah. Yeah, not really.
So that's why I said it didn't like pay off. Like, just kill them.
I don't know.
What's the matter?
Maybe that 7 years later was like them as ghosts still haunting their home.
It was. Oh, did you see Jennifer Love Hewitt in the background talking to him?
She was whispering into Castle's ear.
Man, that'd be dope. There should be more of that in finales that they just write off like this. Like, why not? Just toss another ABC show actor from the past.
Oh, that.
I don't know that show is ABC, but
I thought you were just going, there should be more shows where they just murder everybody that's
in the last
lead
5
character.
minutes.
or that too. You know what is there? I mean, I was thinking like okay, how's this gonna end? It's about a writer. So is it going to tie up nicely? Like, is there going to be a nice conclusion, like the end of a book? Or is it going to be totally open-ended because he's like a mystery writer and the character must live on, because that whole first episode was all about the character and why did you kill off your big character that he was, of your books. And this didn't even do
what he did.
This just did nothing of those things. It was, I guess they lived happily ever after.
My biggest problem with how it ended, and honestly, I think I even liked most of this episode up until that point. Like, I actually was like, oh, there's some like way more action. Like, that was like a crazy gunfight when they got ambushed. It was a crazy amount of guns and shooting.
Yeah.
None
of that in the pilot.
Didn't expect that at all, which was like exciting. But then it's like at the end, it's like they did that thing. They didn't even give us the time to even really think that they were dead. It was so fast that I was like, wait, are they? What happened? Like, I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
And my first thought just goes, oh, this is money. Like, people that created the show didn't want to like just end it in a kind of conclusive way, just in case maybe season 9 might happen somewhere down the line or something like that. But it's like, well, if you can shoot them right there and have them lay on the ground and literally just end it when they're holding their hands, if the money gods like come down and give you a season 9 or something like that, then you just go like, oh, they survived. That's it. Done. But if they don't, then you end the show very decisively. They beat the bad guy, but then the bad guy also beat them. Done. Mystery novel, man. That's a thriller right there. So, I thought for a second, I was like, dang, this is going to end awesome. And then 1/2 of a second later.
For some reason, I kept thinking he was going to cut to like that was actually part of his book or something. Or that like it was going to be some sort of like, this isn't real type of thing. But I don't know.
Yeah, is it? I don't know.
Other things throughout the episode is those 2 other detectives were still around from the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Beckett was now captain, which will come into play later. Shut up, Jimmy.
Yeah, they couldn't stop calling her captain. And like,
no,
there's a part with like a name tag that said either. Captain.
She couldn't stop calling herself. They were still there was no mention of like writing or anything like that. Like, besides someone like said like, oh, you're a writer, you're a novelist or something like that to him, but there's no talk about him writing books, him doing any form of media or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just a cop.
He's just a cop now, apparently, I guess. Was he? What was he even?
I don't know.
It was not easy to tell.
They don't owe us to obviously explain that in the last episode. Mm-hmm. People watching the show know what he is going into it, so I'm not really expecting a explanation, but it was mildly ambiguous because he obviously didn't have a gun. He didn't own a gun. People just kept giving him guns.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What do you think, Jimmy?
Man, I'm not into it. Like, obviously love Nathan Fillion. I like Joe said, I like that it felt like it stayed true to itself a little bit. It definitely did seem more like off the rails as far as the action and stuff. It got away from a little bit of the intrigue.
I liked the action in this one. I think it made the lock set guy seem a lot more dangerous.
Yeah,
I like that part.
Sense.
I would assume that kind of like crazy gunfire and stuff that happened probably wasn't generally something that happened in the show. It didn't seem like that was normal.
I read that the showrunners left for this last season. So there was a new showrunner. So I wonder if there's like all of a sudden a lot more action and stuff.
Lockset was a master of electromagnets.
Oh,
that part was kind of ridiculous. Okay.
Joe, would you care to explain about that part really quick?
There's a part where like Locksat, who again was introduced as a friend of Castle's mother.
And Jimmy looked it up. That guy had been in like one other episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in so he was introduced the episode before.
McRaney. So yeah, he's introduced to the audience as like someone who's trying to help, but he ends up being the big bad and like but Beckett doesn't know. So Loxat is taking Beckett somewhere to meet someone. But he just like is leading her to like this basement with an incinerator to like kill her and incinerate her body. But she knows, and she like pulls a gun on him. And she says like, put his gun down. So he like puts it down, and she's like, what do you have in your other hand? And he says, insurance. And it's like this, like,
it's a garage door opener.
Yeah. It's just like a little like beeper garage door opener. Then he presses the little button, and like her gun gets just like sucked up into like the like ventilator above her. That's just like a magnet.
Like that if there's a magnet that strong, to suck up just her gun, her fillings, her like his pacemaker, probably, because he's old as hell.
It would be very loud.
Like,
too.
That just is a movie ass magic right there.
Yeah, because then it happens again and then like, what's his name? Castle comes in with his gun, and then it immediately gets sucked up by the ceiling magnet.
She was like, "Hey, watch out for that bloop."
Yeah.
I mean, this episode, maybe I missed some of it, but I told you when we were watching it. They did a couple things where she was like, "I know it's this whatever," or like these people know this thing, and I'm like, "Oh no, it was Castle told his interrogator guy that the two detectives knew about Loxat or something like that, and he wasn't around Beckett when she like broke her and like Vikram said it to them, and they were like, you're not supposed to be doing this bad stuff," and like Castle never knew.
Yeah, clearly acknowledged that Castle didn't know, but was told to the audience.
Yeah. And then Castle told it to the guy as if he had known. Yeah. And then there was one other thing that somebody said, and I was like, they don't know that.
Yeah, it was something where like the bad guy had revealed something to Castle that like that they're taking Beckett down to the basement, like right where he is.
Yeah.
And so Castle was talking to like one of the cops, and he's like trying to break through the wall or something, and then one of the cops says to Castle like, "Oh yeah, go get Beckett." And but it's like, unless they like had a conversation about this
during the commercial break.
Yeah. like it's just something that was revealed to the audience, but not revealed to all the characters necessarily.
Easily like, disregarded basically, and easily missed or thinking about it if you're just going like, crazy stuff is happening. But it's supposed to be like mystery novel continuity type like stuff like that, and I'm just like, pay a little bit more attention sometimes. And also, I mean, I won't say that maybe there's something we didn't know, or something maybe even in the episode that I just missed, but like I feel like there was one or two things that did make sense.
Did you say the thing about how he had truth serum, and the guy's asking him who knows about Loxat?
Well, that's what I'm saying is he said
the two detectives.
Yeah, he didn't know that.
He wasn't in that scene. Like, was he cut from that scene? Like, I don't, He
was at home with his wife, or not, with his mom and daughter.
Yeah.
During the commercial break, she texted him, be like, "Hey, like these are the two cops. They know."
Yeah, okay, by the way.
Well, it is possible. It is those things that, happen, is that something like that's in the script, or they do it and they film it, and then when the person edits the show,
it's like, this is taking too long. Let's just move along.
They cut that out because they need 2 minutes.
Yeah. Was there like a phone call? Did like Beckett drop that? Like, there could have been like one line being like, "Oh, by the way, like, what's his name? Let it slip that now everybody knows about Loxat." But I just wasn't paying attention.
It's things like that that are kind of frustrating. But then you think like, oh, how did that old man in the taco truck like know where to be? And it was like, and then you kind of stew on that for a little bit.
At least it was like, oh wait, because he's the bad guy.
And then 20 minutes later you go, God, because he's the bad guy. That's why he knew. That's good stuff. They didn't do those.
Because he said it was his mom, but like, why would his mom know exactly where he was?
It was his stepmom or something like that too.
Oh yeah, that whole thing's still in the picture.
I don't know. It was interesting.
Loved it. I'll fire it up right after I'm done with 10 seasons of Seinfeld, or however long that show is.
It's 9 seasons long. It's perfect.
All right.
Not at all problematic.
Less problematic than Friends so far. Friends is pretty problematic.
Seinfeld's mostly actually okay for the most part. There's It's got some 90s. It's got some 90s gunk on it for sure.
But they recognize that they're bad. The whole time they're like, we're bad people. So at least you can be like, yeah, you still are. You probably are even more so now by today's standards.
Yeah. It's not their fault. They didn't have cell phones.
Yeah, they totally did.
Later on.
90s? Jerry Seinfeld had it.
Because he could afford one.
He could afford one.
Should we see how we did with predictions?
Let's do it.
I'm sure I did good. Number 1. Castle movie based on one of his books. Nope.
Did not
I
seem
guess.
so.
Yeah.
Probably not.
There's opportunity there, though.
Number 2. Wedding.
No.
Nope. I thought that was going to be a free point. I thought I was cheating you guys out of a point there. Nothing. Number 3, they interrogate someone who doesn't stop working. No, that didn't happen either. I didn't see that.
There was no one who wasn't a good guy or a bad guy. It was either there was no middle ground.
Yeah.
The family, I guess.
If you want to consider that Castle was working while he was getting truth serumed and tortured by the guy. No, so no points there. And then my last one is also no points. I said there would be a Stephen King cameo. I really thought they were going to lean harder into this book stuff near the end still anyway, but they just don't care anymore. He's just a Superman guy now.
No book references at all.
So 0.
Yep.
Didn't meet with writer friends.
I had that Castle kill someone, which I don't think he did. I think Beckett did all the killing.
She killed Caleb at the end.
Yeah, she killed Caleb, and
he was shooting a lot.
Well, he didn't kill.
He might have got somebody.
I don't think he ever shot anybody. Well, he shot.
Yeah, they were in the shootout. He had
in the
they both had a
shootout,
gun.
they were shooting
I
there.
think the
He
sniper
unloaded a
lady
pistol?
killed everybody.
Yeah.
That anybody got killed.
He wasn't never depicted killing anyone.
Yeah. So it's inconclusive to no.
Same with my next one. That Castle's daughter is a writer. Don't really know what
We
she
have
does.
no idea.
One of Castle's books is a movie that wasn't in there, and then the detective / captain is pregnant, and she was not.
At some point, she was because she had babies.
That's true. They did have babies in the flash forward. But
I mean, isn't that a point?
I don't know if it's a point because I said just the prediction was she is pregnant.
Oh, okay.
It's not that.
Well, I guess she was never pregnant.
Right.
In the show.
Mhm.
She was never pregnant. She
Yeah.
just wasn't pregnant, and then she just had kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, they might have adopted.
Well, that's a good point.
Could
I
have
don't
just been nieces and nephews.
That's true. That's true.
Could have been ghouls because they were all dead.
Yeah. Who knows?
Awesome. My number 1 was that Castle and Beckett were married, and it certainly seemed that way. For sure, at the end.
I feel like they were married. I feel like I don't even need to really know. I'm going to give it to
I
him.
think they
Yeah,
were,
sure.
but he was still calling her Beckett.
Yeah.
Not even like Kate.
Oh, I thought
Which
that
is
was
amazing.
You know what? I thought that was weird, but I'm just like, this is just how weird. This is just what weird writing
It's
looks
just
like.
a thing.
You know,
Then I said Beckett is captain.
she literally said, "I am captain."
Yeah, so many times.
I am the captain now.
I thought the daughter was going to be on her way to like being a detective herself, and that was her path, but we have no idea what her path is. She was just a pale girl with like a bob, which to me doesn't scream she's on the cop path. But
She was on her way to becoming Kevin Bacon as Hollow Man. She was fucking see-through.
she's pretty transparent. And then I thought there was going to be some sort of last Castle book, and no writing whatsoever. Not an important part of the show anymore, apparently.
But 2 points?
2 points.
Damn.
I will take it.
Good job.
I was going to say, like, Castle dies, but that seemed like obvious, and then it wasn't at all, apparently.
Nope. Sorry, Jimmy.
Who's to say?
Not us, that's for sure. All right, well, listeners, that's going to do it for Castle today and the podcast as well. Thank you for listening. If you would like to give us show suggestions, you sure can at F&L Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. We would appreciate it. It's always fun to do some shows that you want us to do. So hit us up. And, besides that, have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.